Like with natural disasters, at least you know help is gonna be on the way.
Yeah, facts.
Soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know this. You don't know when it's gonna be. If I was there, I would have left too.
Yeah, I mean,
no food. Oh, I'm out. Mm-mm.
Children involved. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us
And we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 100K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
An apple a day to stay alive.
Who's that, boy?
What if I told you that you needed to eat an apple a day to stay alive?
I learned that an apple can actually keep your teeth clean. Yeah.
For the richest 1% of your country, these apples would cost $10. But for everyone else, they'd be $12,000. That's the reality of what happened in Venezuela, and why almost 20% of their population have fled the country.
I think they just say that much. That's probably not a lot. I don't think that's a lot.
Child, I'm confused already.
Like college students were the ones that they were going to the protest to try to change the country, and police, they didn't give a fuck. They were killing everyone. For me to see all that, people from my age, 18, 17, dying. Obviously, the news didn't show that it was happening. My street was full of bombs, and I was at home and I felt that, you know, like you are afraid of leave because you don't know what is gonna happen, but you are also afraid to stay.
Wow.
Hace 20 años atrás, el escenario de Venezuela era otro. Había una bonanza económica y había facilidad para tú poder desarrollar y poder aspirar a crecer y a tener tu propia casa, a poder viajar, a poder tener sobre todo libertad económica. Venezuela siempre ha sido un país muy próspero, iban muchos extranjeros, había mucho más turismo, había mucho más cultura. Entonces, digamos que era un país donde tú podías aspirar a quedarte y desarrollar. Además que es un país con escenarios naturales muy bonitos. Entonces, la verdad era un sitio ideal para vivir.
Inflation in Venezuela is the highest in the world. One of the issues, along with rising crime, that fueled the recent anti-government protests.
Inflation topped 2,600%. This year, the IMF expects it to hit 13,000%.
Todo esto y decir, no, aquí ya no.
I think that war stopped and then it started again against the communities.
Yeah, against
you know what I'm saying? Basically, it's like how war was back in the day. It's like now it's between change that the people are seeking so they can have a lifestyle that is so much beneficial for them.
Right.
Because people they're not getting it like. They're not getting everything they can get from out of these jobs, from out of these systems, everything.
And that's 2017. Now, I remember hearing something about this, but I didn't see this.
She did mention it didn't hit the news. And it's sad that these things happen and it don't get notified to nobody. Right. Like, how you keep all of this a secret?
Right. Running over their own people?
Their own. Like, spare nobody. We're going to fight to stay stuck. Like,
I know how we feel when, you know, when we're protesting certain causes and the police end up closing in on us, or when they call the National Guard on us. We know that angers us even more. I can't even imagine being in that, you know, fighting, protesting peacefully, and then
it's always a peaceful protest first,
and then violence erupt because of they're provoked.
Makes you go. It actually makes you look to say who's really the savages here. Because Cause man, that's crazy. You doing that to your own like that.
Podemos continuar por los momentos. Para mí fue después de una serie de protestas que se generaron entre el año 2017 y 2018. Resulta que fue muy doloroso porque hubo muchas personas que murieron por parte de autoridades. Eso anímicamente fue un golpe muy duro. Eso desanimó mucho colectivamente y ahí fue donde empezó la migración de manera masiva. Realmente hablar de las personas que han salido por necesidad yo creo que es redundante porque lo veas a las personas que han salido caminando y han atravesado varios países. Eso no es algo que lo van a hacer por gusto.
When I thought about to left, it was 2016. The country was starting to get bad.
Undeterred by security forces, participants of Venezuela's resurgent insurrection movement flood the streets of Caracas. They insist they'll continue protesting until the Venezuelan leader gives up his hold on power.
How you do that, bro? I don't know. You gotta be built different, bro. It's like, yeah, you going to work today, bro? Yeah, man. Gotta call these people down. What you gonna be doing, man? You know, whatever they say we gotta do.
All right, maybe your own cousin out
Your
there.
own cousin, like real talk, bro. Like you gonna see family out there most likely.
That's why, like, you know, that's a hard job to serve and then be put in situations that you can't really bow down to unless you quit, you know, because you said an oath. So,
yeah, that's different, bro.
We won't leave the streets until Maduro leaves. We'll do whatever it takes, even destroy everything. We can't take it anymore.
One day I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't deserve to live this. I didn't even make this decision. And I am here.
¿Qué cambió y cuándo cambió en Venezuela? Cambió el escenario político, social y económico completamente. Para mí lo clave para que empezara el deterioro fue el control de cambio. El control de cambio con respecto al dólar.
Maduro set the official exchange rate at 10 bolivars per US dollar, but the only people who had access to this rate were those in his inner circle. For everyone else, they needed to turn to the black market to get their dollars, where the exchange rate was around 12,000 bolivars per US dollar.
What we have here is 80,000 Venezuelan bolivares, the local currency, which is worth 1,000 US dollars. There's 1,000 US dollars. That is worth that.
This devaluation of the currency made the medicine and food, which were once subsidized by the government, unaffordable for more than 80% of the population. In addition, Maduro gave the military complete control of the food supply in the country. They, in turn, took advantage of the crisis to import food at the special exchange rate and then sell it on the black market for huge profits.
Hustling them ball, man.
Even if you had the money, you couldn't find food.
Yeah,
Obviously, people start getting mad, desperate. Maybe I do have the money, but I can't buy anything. We were starving, and that's why people get angry. But nobody was listening.
And this is so sad because the media won't show these type of incidents, man. Because at the end of the day, like we look at stuff like this and we easily can say that this could have been us, or it could have been you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or this could have been someone across the world in Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? So this is some times that they had to go through that wasn't, and I'm pretty sure if people would have saw this, they would have lent a hand. They would have wanted to help.
Right. The only thing I can relate this to is Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
When there were no resources, you know, so people did what they had to do, but
that was a natural disaster, though.
Yeah, that was a natural disaster.
And everyone was on board with helping and, you know what I'm saying, trying to tap in and see what was going on. This is more so of a call. This is a order. This is a just because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this going on in our country.
Right.
You know,
it's not like no snowstorm that hit them and everybody couldn't reach out to nobody. This is a dial. This is a number I'm gonna make happen. And
right, like with natural disasters, at least you know help is gonna be on the way.
Yeah, facts.
Soon. You know, this you don't know when it's gonna be. If I was there, I would have left too.
Yeah, I mean,
no food. Oh, I'm out.
Children involved. You gotta do what's right. You gotta do what you can.
I cried asking why this is happening. I don't understand why I need to leave my house. I just want to be like a normal teenager, you know, like just go to the college, just do normal things. It was a weekend. And I told my mom, Mom, I'm leaving. And she was like, where are you going? You don't have any money. What are you going to do? But I told her, I'm leaving and I'm leaving on Wednesday. And she started like crying. I was 18. I didn't have money to pay a flight ticket. So I had to take a bus to the border. That is how I left.
Bravery.
Gotta be brave.
At this border checkpoint, luggage is the easiest way to spot Venezuelans looking for a new life.
Nobody has more tickets to sell because it was too many Venezuelan people, too many, uncountable. I think everyone at that bus was crying in some point because maybe they had family, maybe they had a life before and now they need to left everything. You are afraid as fuck. You don't know what is gonna happen. But a Venezuelan thing is that we are always making jokes. So yeah, we were crying but making jokes. So it was so nice to have that opportunity to learn from them how it had a normal life and then just don't have anything. It was hard, but it was so beautiful at the same time.
Nah, real talk.
Colombia y Venezuela siempre hemos tenido una relación muy estrecha, porque anteriormente, cuando Venezuela era un país muy próspero, muy abierto, Venezuela fue el país que recibió a mucha gente, 3, 4 millones de colombianos. Los colombianos que fueron para allá prosperaron mucho. Después, cuando tuvimos la crisis, pues Colombia se abrió a ser quien nos cobijaba, quien recibía a muchos de nuestros ciudadanos, y por eso es que también venimos mucho para acá, porque es lo más cercano a casa que podríamos tener.
For me as a Venezuelan that left her country trying to find better opportunities, Medellin has been the best option. This city is just amazing. So grateful because I had the chance of living here. I feel proud of the woman that I am now, and I think that I couldn't be who I am if I haven't through all that happened in my life.
Wow.
In May 2018, Maduro declared himself the winner of the presidential elections in Venezuela, but only after banning the major opposition parties from participating. This resulted in widespread backlash from local and international politicians, and ultimately triggered the opposition to invoke certain articles in the Constitution, which allowed them to challenge Maduro's claim to the presidency. This led to 35-year-old Juan Guaidó being declared the new acting president of Venezuela. As of 2020, Guaidó has been supported as the interim president by more than 50 countries. However, there are certain countries that still back Maduro. Despite being acknowledged as president by most of the world, Guaidó holds basically no power. The military, National Guard, and other security forces, whose pockets have been lined by Maduro for years, remain loyal to him, allowing him to run the country with an iron fist, as he has for the past decade.
Woo, okay.
Hold on, let's see this.
The next Venezuelan presidential elections are scheduled for 2024. Meanwhile, the Venezuelan people continue to struggle through growing shortages of food, basic supplies, widespread power outages, rising crime, and alarming rates of malnutrition. As of September 2022, almost 8 million Venezuelans are in need of immediate humanitarian assistance. Their total population, 29 million.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so it says something about look in the description box. So if we don't remember to put the information on if you want to donate in our description box, the link to the original video is always in our description box.
Yeah. Just when you thought you seen a natural, I mean not natural disaster, but disaster. You know what I'm saying? There's always someone who's going through worse. 8 million people, y'all. That's a lot of bodies. It's a lot of mommies, daddies, children, aunties, uncles, cousins, nephews, grandfathers. That's a lot of people.
Babies. It's one thing to hear on the news. I remember this has to be around November. I don't remember. And I remember we were out and about, and we went into a restaurant, and it said something about get ready at the Texas border. Something we're going to be seeing an influx of, I want to say it was Venezuelans. I'm not sure. But immigrants who are going to be crossing over.
Yeah.
Because, of course, they track them by the borders. And it's one thing to hear our news from our perspective, not our perspective, but, oh, immigrants are coming in. But it's another thing to actually hear their story from them.
Yeah.
So now I've always felt, why do we treat people badly? I understand different cultures. I understand all of that. But why is it so hard to just follow the laws that we have in place to process immigrants into the country? And I know that's a sticky topic for Americans. I know.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, if these people are going to make these long treks, it's for a reason. It's not to come do bad. Treat people like humans. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because I know Americans in their politics, Lord, they don't like to hear nothing.
Yeah, I'm not into politics. I'm not even into politics.
Nobody about to go back and forth with y'all.
Right.
All right. So this was interesting to hear, and I'm really lost for words. I'm glad that we were able to hear their stories and we were able to hear it together. Let us know, like, what are the efforts? How are the people today? Because this was some time ago. So how are the people today? And has there been any changes?
Yeah, I agree.